30th. We are scrolling. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're keeping well. Well, first off, massive apologies for not having a video out sooner. Life's just been hectic lately, and having that R1, which has now gone back incidentally, missing it already, it just threw me a bit really, because I did a couple of, I think I did a rally with it. I did a couple of aviation trips to RAF Waddington with it. A couple of videos have already been out of that. I've sat down and done an R1 review on it, and I've still got that to do, still got that to make, and massive schoolboy error. In the midst of doing a couple of football games with it, the rallying, the aviation, I still had it on my card, and I was getting prepared for a game, second game with it, and I knew it was on the card, and I thought, you know what thought did? Thought I'd transferred it all down to my desktop, all in one raw folder of the whole card, and I never, course, formatted the card. I've spent all last week trying to recover the video that I made of the R1. Obviously I had the R1 in my hand. It was on the Sunday night before I was sending it back on the Monday. Thought, got to do a proper walk round review of it, and yeah, I got some great B-roll with it, and of course lost it all. What an absolute plonker. Anyway, I'm still going to make the video because I've got a load of library pictures. It's not going to be quite as good without the B-roll and that, but I'll do a bit of zoom in, and I'll still be able to talk about how I got on with the R1. So that'll be the next video coming out, hopefully next week. But yeah, it's Sunday at the minute. I'm just recording it. What is it? It's 7 o'clock gone, so hopefully I'll try and get it out tonight. But yeah, big apologies for not getting some videos out, but we'll be back to normal now, I promise. But anyway, without further ado, this game that I'm about to show you, it was shot on the R1 and the R5. I'll obviously emphasise, I'll give you the heads up on what images were on the R1. You'll be able to see it on the settings anyway. And I've got a little bit of a screen record of the focusing. That's what I just wanted to show you quickly, was the fantastic active priority focusing on the soccer mode, in the sport mode. It's absolutely brilliant. Monitors where the ball is, and before you can click your fingers, the focus point's on the player's head, and as the ball is passed, before you can pan, the focus point is judging where that ball's going to be, and it's already on the player's head. Now you'll see in a minute, I did a bit of video on just during warm-up of the goalkeeper, because obviously I didn't want to be filming the game or anything, because I've got to get one of these ninja screens so that I can record my EVF, you know, and I can record again, then I can come back and download it and show you how it works. Still does it on the R3 a bit, but I am going to get the R5 too, all being well, in the next month or two, once Canon can send me it, and it's got the same Digic processor and Digic X accelerator, so same as the R1. So I'll hopefully get a screen, then I'll be able to record the EVF and do it a lot better than a mobile phone filming or recording the EVF like you're going to see in a minute. But anyway, Norwich versus Stoke. Without further ado, let's check out that little bit of video I've got and the set. Right, yeah, so just starting off, the old program image, just dumped it down on the corner flag for this game. Wasn't too windy, so got away with that. Then I always like to mill about and try, if I can, and time it right, get the referee doing his goal line technology checks. So yeah, he's just checking his watch there. Look, just push the ball up against the net and checking his watch. So that always makes a nice, starts off the set nicely. Then one of the ground, and I'll just whiz through these. The normal every game corner flag, and again they could use this, you know, that for online stuff, and I've seen it used where they put, I always leave a bit of a gap and they can put text here or something like that, you know. Social media loved stuff like that, so I always leave plenty of room for text and that to be put in. Outside, and again this is on the R1, look, and it obviously doesn't show you here, but the focus point had caught up with his head, and I didn't have to worry about where my focus point was, because on that tracking, on that active priority, it just glues itself to the person's head, and it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, just a few from out the ground here, some more lads walking to the ground, look, and I quite like this one. One of the Stoke fans coming in front of the official new Norwich store, and one of them in. I quite like this, because he's framed up nicely. He's obviously just checking the team sheet. That's what I always put on the caption. But all the old yellow flowers as well behind him. So I thought that made quite a nice shot. And then you got Mark Robins, Stoke manager. Obviously I've been milling about waiting for the coach to turn up. Just one or two of the Stoke players. Back inside again. One or two of the lads, the Stoke lads, just having a look around the pitch and that, and he was doing keepy uppies. As you can see, this is pitch side, and then the next image, I think, yeah, I've gone up into the stand just to get a bit more of a bird's eye view of the lads having a laugh here, just with a nice green backdrop. Always like to do that if I can. And here we go. Right then, so hopefully this is going to play. It didn't play the other day when I tried to play it, but we'll have a look. So you can see the focus point here is on the goalkeeper's head. Let's see if it's going to play. It might be a bit jumpy, I don't know. But it's playing there, look. You know, you can tell when I'm depressing. Now then, let's just slow it down here a minute. I was so impressed with this, look. So it's on his head there, and we get, I don't know whether it's a ball boy or someone walks in the way, look, and you can see it's on his head right there, look, still on his head. This person walks past, and it's straight back on his head, look. None of that bitting and bobbing about, and stays on his head. And let's just see if it'll play again. So we'll go on again. So it's staying on his head, and then he flicked the ball somewhere. Did I go to the coach? Yeah, went to the coach, look, straight on his head. Stayed on the coach for a minute, and I'm thinking, where's it going to go next? So I'm panning to here, look. Picked up straight on this lad's head, look, before it even got to the ball. Absolutely fantastic. And then I think he just mills about a bit, so I was just, you can tell when I'm depressing the shutter, look. So it's on him there, and I'm thinking, where's he going to kick it? I had no idea where he's going to kick it. So I've got my finger on the pressed. Then I'm going to find that play there, straight on his head, look. Absolutely fantastic. To the coach, straight onto his head, and you get the gist of it. It is as quick as that, look. It's as quick as that. Straight back to the coach, straight back to him, look. Even though he ain't got a ball, it's found him. Straight back to the coach, and yeah, just absolutely phenomenal. And back to him, look, and then I think I went back to the coach again, straight back on him, and it is literally as fast as that, look, straight on his head, look, after he'd kicked the ball. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. I love it. I wish I could have recorded more of it, because obviously I used that all through the game. And let's just carry on. So a bit of warm up, and I'll point out when I was really impressed with that active priority. But yeah, the light was in and out and in and out, and I've just got Duffy here, look, and as you can see, as you guys know, I'm in auto ISO, which means I can adjust the exposure compensation myself. And look, I'm using the light and on Duffy here, and I'm down to minus 1.7, look, just to keep that ISO down. So I'm down to minus 1.7. He's lit lovely. His players are all just a bit dark, a bit shaded out. So I'll use that a few times. Look, staying at 1.7, keeping that ISO right down and sort of exposing him correctly. And I'm back to the dugout now. So you've got Mark Robins here. Let me know what you think to this. You can see his eye, and you can see he's looking at his watch. So I was happy to send that. This geezer was just walking in the way a bit, but just got him looking at his watch. I did see it used somewhere on socials, so worth sending off. And it's just one of the players, and that shaking hands. Back to Mark Robins again. Penny for your thoughts there, look. So that was nice. And one of the... Here we go, here's the manager. I always like to stick round the dugout for as long as I can until someone gives me a tap on the shoulder and says, oh, you, move now. So just get as much of the managers as I can. And then obviously back to my spot, look. I actually kicked this ball and actually stopped it from hitting me. But you got Angus Gunn there looking straight down my lens, look, and the ball's bouncing. He's in mid-air, look, and yeah, just quite like that one, something a bit different. And one of Duffy there. And I think I've left this set as I sent it, so there's going to be quite a lot of stock, so we'll have to zoom through it. But one of the ref there, look, looks like he's doing a bit of line dancing. But a bit more stock photography, loads of stock. He had a good game, so made sure I got plenty of him. And as you can see, let's just have a look at my settings on that. So I've burnt out the backdrop, burnt out the fans in the back, look. You can see them all shading their eyes, look, because they're looking into the sun. And I've gone to +1, look, on the exposure compensation to make sure that he's exposed right. And I do love these EVFs now on the mirrorless, because what you see is what you shoot, and it's fantastic. And it gives me such, you know, I can near on get perfect now on my exposure compensation for every adjustment. And yeah, I really like it. Now, as you can see here, I've gone down to 1,000th here, just to get Mark Robins on the touchline. No need to have a massive fast 2,000th of a second shutter speed. I want to keep that ISO down, especially on the dugout. This is at 1.6 crop as well, so absolutely love the R5, as I always go on about. So yeah, knock the shutter speed down just to make sure that ISO didn't shoot up, because at 2,000th the ISO would have flown straight up. As you can see here, look, I'm back to 2,000th for match play. but knocked it down to -1 just to get the exposure right, because the sun's moved a bit. Look, not on the backdrop now, but on the players, to make sure I expose them right. And oh, here's my my pan blur from the day. And incidentally, this assistant referee here, he got in contact with me and he asked for the image. And of course, I can't give the image away. I can't sell them. I can't do anything. So I just said, oh, ever so sorry, you'd have to contact Shutterstock. But yeah, he was trying to pull a fast one, I think. But yeah, I get that quite a bit actually, people asking for images. And of course, it's not my job to. It's more than my job's worth. That's what I'm trying to say. No, I can't sell any images. So yeah, I just have to say sorry, can't sell any. But yeah, he tried his luck. Fair play to him. He's in a proper good spot. Look, he's right in line with play. And he's looking at the ball, and yeah, he's spot on there. But bit of a break in play, just the boss there, just giving the lads a bit of a talking to. Back to the action. Nice bit of action. Number 10 played really well, so I sent off plenty of him. Duffy having a talking to from the ref, quite like that one. Look at the size difference. Duffy's a big old lad, and the referee is quite small. But and here's the first goal. Norwich 1-0, far end. They actually swapped ends. I was going to go Norwich attack first half, obviously, because Stoke are quite low in the league, and they swapped. Stoke must have won the toss, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so a bit of celebration. Ran away from me, not great, but just looked up at the heavens there, look, and then back to a bit more play, some more stock. And oh, here's Stoke's goal right on half time. I think it was a clearance. It was a Norwich clearance. It was Duffy that cleared it, but someone closed him down and blocked his clearance. Rebounded straight to this lad who tapped it in. And as you can see, I should have used probably more images, but focus point was on him there and it never left him, look. And I'm even zooming out here and the focus point never left his head. Nice and sharp. Goal's gone in. He's tapping the floor and off he goes. And even through the net, which was another good test for the R1, never lost focus, just even through the net. So yeah, absolutely spot on that. Chuffed to bits with it. And you can see Duffy down here, look, just getting treated for a bit of a twisted ankle when he obviously he played on. But yeah, they were lucky. So they went in half time 1-1, and but Norwich had most of the play anyway. A bit more action here, look. And always keep an eye on what's going on at half time. There was veterans past and well, there was serving members of the armed forces past and present. Just did a bit of a parade just at half time, so made sure I shot plenty of them, especially when it says Canaries, look, something to do with Norwich. So yeah, got that. Right, here's the second goal. So this is 2-1 for Josh Sargent, and again, focus point absolutely spot on, and yeah, absolutely chuffed, look. And I'm zooming out again, stays on him, zooming in again. He twists round, he turns round, then he realises he's got to run the other way. Didn't run my way, unfortunately. But again, through the net, look, the focus never dropped through the net. I've actually wazzed these up a bit, put a bit of clarity and contrast on them just to bring the players out a bit, because it is through the net. But yeah, nice little bit of celebration there. Even had a laugh with the ref, look. And this was number 47, can't remember his name, but nice shot, but it was saved. Bit of reaction there. He did go on to score later. We'll show you that in a bit. But then I was blocked for Sargent's second goal, and it was absolutely stunning. His goal was from outside the box. Nice little sort of half volley, but he was totally blocked behind his teammates and behind some Stoke defenders. But you can see his teammates' reaction here. It was absolutely brilliant. And again, he went off and ran off. Again, through the net, look, and absolutely spot on. The focus point never left him, which was brilliant, because sometimes it does just hunt a bit through the net, but no, absolutely spot on it was. Never left his head. Look at this lad here, a Josh Sargent lookalike with his American flag, because Josh Sargent's obviously American, and he's got a ginger wig on, quite like that. But yeah, still through the net here, look, and still pin sharp, even messing about here, still kept on him. Really impressed with that. Oh, and here's so that was Josh Sargent's third goal. I think this is the third goal going in. And is it 3-1, 4-1? It was 4-2 in the end, but anyway. Yeah, it was a bit of a deflection. Massive. It was going to be a cross, which I was on the player for. It was a massive deflection, and it looped over the keeper and went in. And yeah, it was number 47 that scored. Look, I think he was a bit gobsmacked, really, but players came round him, and they stayed my side just for one celebration, which was quite nice. Nothing overly special. That's quite nice, I guess. But yeah, and Duffy coming up to him, look, so a bit of an bit of a pat on the back from the captain, which was good. And then because I missed him making his, missed the deflection, just thought I'd get one or two of him, just for stock mainly, of him running towards me with the ball. Good save here from Josh Sargent. And there we are, we're back on, look, and I'm back on the dugout again to get a bit more Mark Robbins' reaction, and down to 800th here, and it's getting a bit dark, and you can see the ISO is now at 800. It was at 400 at 1000th, and you can see how dark it's getting. So yeah, I had to knock it down to 800 just to keep that ISO down a bit. But one of the fourth official there holding up, and then he came off and was subbed off, so a bit of a high five. This was a new signing for Norwich. I wanted to make sure I got a few of him. And I did get one of them with the ball a bit later as well, so a bit more stock photography. Now then, this one, I kept this in, bit of a Marmite frame you might say. I like it because you can see his eye, and he's keeping an eye on play. I think I actually captioned it something like that. Yeah, referee John Busby watches on closely, and you can see one of his eyes, and see the EFL badge, and you can see his whistle and the watch. So just thought I'd leave that one in. Some might like it, some might not. Let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, and then there's just one of them here. I think that was actually used on the EFL page again, I can't remember, but yeah, just a bit more stock. Nice cross here, and a bit more stock photography. Oh yeah, and then Stoke, for their second goal, got a penalty, awarded a penalty. Sent Angus Gunn the wrong way, look, and no celebrations, just ran straight back to the centre spot, and didn't celebrate at all, really. Bit more. There's the new player, look, new signing with the ball, which was good, so I got one or two of him with the ball. One of Shane Duffy, the captain. Just a bit more Stoke, and that's it. Full time, manager's handshake, and then Josh Sargent came back on with his manager, and they're having a bit of a laugh, and just nice to follow them. I always try and follow, if it's just one goal scorer, if there's more, if he scores more than one, try and pick them out at full time, because you never know if they're going to give some extra high fives and fist punches, and if you didn't get the celebration, that might be just as good. So yeah, just followed the goal scorers around a bit, and followed the manager around, and yeah, that was it. I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's it. So manager and captain there just to finish off. So yeah, just a quick video of that, but I'm sorry I didn't get more of that EVF in action, but I say I'm going to get one of the Ninja screens and mount it to the R5 II when I get it, and I'll show you, because it's got exactly the same stacked Digit X and Digit accelerator. I'll be able to show you how it works, because the R5 II's got the same software as the R1. So yeah, can't wait to get that to do another review. So yeah, I'm going to knock up a review on the R1 this week with all that library footage, but yeah, it won't be quite as good as what I have, but what a wally. Fancy formatting it. Always double and treble check that you've got all your cards downloaded. I was rushing about, and yeah, didn't think. But anyway, we'll get a video out this week. Anyway, job's good. And once again, apologies for not having a video out soon. I know some of you have even had a few messages. Everything all right? What's going on? Where's your video? So yeah, thanks for checking up on me. Everything's fine, just flat out at the minute, but we'll try and get a bit more consistency this week anyway. So job's a good one. Hope you all have a good week, guys. Catch up on the comments, and catch up Friday. Job's a good one. Thanks for watching. See you later.